But dude, I have a real question because I also interface with medical professionals today. I'm not going to talk about the waiting room at the doctor's office, although I will say...
Is Kate okay?
Yeah, she's got whatever I had, but it's hitting her harder.
You said she's like really sick?
Yeah.
Which you said first she was already better and you were mad that she got better so fast?
So here's the thing, dude, is that people don't believe me, but I'm insanely strong. Like, I have such amazing genes and fortitude. Like, I'm actually, like, I'm not saying I'm like a god, but I'm, like, pretty strong, you know? And then this has taken me out of commission for a long time. So when it hit her, it was like a tornado hitting an old shack in Kansas or something like that.
Did you just call your wife an old shack?
An old shack in Kansas, yeah.
I said big shack.
Oh, right, of course.
The thing goes. Anyway,
that's weird.
So she's like, she's real under the weather. So we went to the doctor. But I will say, whenever you're in the doctor's office, like we were there before like 20 people, and they started calling people who arrived after us. And then the doctor would come out and have like, oh, what do you think about the, oh, weather's not supposed to be that good this weekend. Hey, doc, you don't get to talk yet. You don't get to talk about anything not related to your job until my wife gets seen.
We can say cunt, right? Like, that's not a...
Yeah, well, I thought so, but...
Okay, yeah, I'm just being sure.
Apparently you can say it to Kate, but you can't say it to...
End this bitch.
I didn't bring it up! You brought it up! I was just railing against pharmacists.
I don't want to hear this one anymore.
I was railing against pharmacists exclusively, and then...
I brought it up because I never got closure.
It's like
You're
the
right,
perfect...
Chat. NL is being a salty butthole.
I'm not being salty! Here, is there a term for gaslighting when you pretend to be offended to throw somebody else under the bus? Because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm being, like, last guided right now. It's basically what I'm...
You're totally...
It's like if somebody...
A little peppery.
Someone interpreted things in the worst possible situation to make you look like an asshole in front of 5,000 people.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, what the hell?
Let's go.
I like how their pitcher can catch a 112-mile heater coming off the bat like a fucking supersonic jet. The ball dribbles towards our pitcher, and he's like, nah.
I know yesterday when I mentioned this, people were like, no, that sounds awful. But I think, like, a melee Dark Souls combat, like...
Rob, you can't say that.
Why not?
It's such a meme to just... I kind of agree with you, but just saying those words is such a huge
I'm not
meme.
saying it's going to be the Dark Souls of Battle Royale.
But you did, though. I know you're not saying it, but you did say it.
Dark Souls-like combat system. Rather than... Because the Culling 1 combat system was swing about 100 times before you run out of stamina, and then now your screen is in grayscale.
I know, like, at least Indie Mouse would do a video on it, so that would guarantee 3 or 4 sales.
Oh, I fucked up real good.
Later, Kory.
So bad. How's it going?
I hit the man.
Austin, what are you doing?
You did that to me.
Immediately replaced by Simo.
Oh, goodbye.
My sound died for a second. My controller died. And now
Oh,
I'm getting...
Bronze.
Jesus.
Bronze Boner, you were in first place the whole race and you lost it the
Apparently
last
your
second.
bitrate is destroyed too? Is your computer just dying?
No, it's the controller, dude, for some reason is all fucked up.
Oh, God.
Oh, is microphone dying?
Ryan
Okay,
died.
later, Ryan.
I'm still here. Hello.
We could just play Realm Royale while he's gone.
Let's play Icons while he's gone.
Good race.
What the fuck?
What?
What?
Is that on the internet? Yeah, it is.
What?
What?
Yeah, what?
What?
You can't just drop a what the fuck and then never respond to it.
There just suddenly music started playing really loud, and it was a website that I loaded at the beginning of that race. So they just started to play music if you're on the website for 15 minutes.
Oh!
That's what Mathis does. I gotta go get a Discord ping. Hey, I need to talk to you. 10 seconds later. What's up, Mathis? 3 hours later. You like sandwiches? Swear to God.
24-hour-old, not refrigerated Swedish meatballs. I shouldn't eat those.
Why don't you put things in the fridge?
I actually don't. I don't have room in my fridge. There's like
make room in the fridge.
No, there's no room. We have leftover lasagna and shepherd's pie in
No,
the
that
fridge.
was
All right, cool. That's 2 shelves. What's on
That's
the other
2
8
things
shelves
of
in
the
your
fridge.
We got a lot of vegetables and shit.
Those
Meat-
go in the crisper.
He's keeping his bucket fresh,
Yeah,
all
do
right?
you not
Takes
want
up a lot of
crisp?
space.
Oh yeah. Well, they are in there too.
We have 3 cartons of almond milk, 2 paper bags full of stuff for meal prep, like 6 Korean meals that got delivered yesterday.
I'm gonna take
Bunch
a
of
picture
fucking
my
fruits and
fridge.
vegetables, juice.
We still have
like,
so many laps.
We can
I'll
still
take a-
put things in the fridge.
I'll take a picture of my fridge after this show, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Do you
good
have
God.
oh no. Do you have a bar fridge?
You asshole.
Bar fridge.
No, it's like it's actually a big fridge.
Why can't you put the meatballs?
We have a lot of shit there, dude.
Just jam them in the corner.
There's so
Open the
much shit.
fridge and take a photo. And
I'm
in
gonna
2
do it.
seconds, I will tell you what to do to put those meatballs in there.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get the meatballs from?
I
Where did
made
you
them.
get those on?
You made them.
Yeah.
Where'd you get
We had
those
ground beef that
things?
was like gonna go bad if I didn't use it, so I just.
Oh,
made
so it's
some
also
Swedish
like
meatballs.
old beef.
No, it's not. It's just, but like it was like like ground beef goes bad so quick. Goes bad in like 4 days in the fridge.
Wreck me where I exhaust.
I don't think I've actually ever, in like the last 10 years. put
Here's
ground
what I
beef
got.
in the fridge.
But
just in the
you
freezer.
took ground beef
Yeah.
out of the fridge.
Yeah.
To make the meatballs.
Correct.
Why don't you?
Oh,
put
so
the
they should leave a gap.
meatballs in the space where the ground beef used to be.
You realize Swedish meatballs have a sauce, right? Like
Do they
there's
get bigger?
Well, yeah, I don't want you to pour the sauce over the meatballs as they just sit on the shelf. I mean, like it should be in a dish or something.
Yeah, and you realize that like the ground beef takes up a certain amount of space, and then that plus the other shit in the dish takes up more space,
I
right?
mean, like a
No.
little bit more, yeah.
It takes a considerable amount more. It's in a container.
The ground beef comes in a container too, so it should have the same space for the container after the beef has sauce on it.
Did the sauce come
incorrect,
from
no.
dry
No.
ingredients that didn't have to be in the refrigerator?
No.
We're
So
trying to get to the bottom of
ingredients
where
for the
these
sauce
extras
came out of the fridge.
Yes.
This is like a TARDIS situation. Presumably, you also consumed some of the ground beef when you ate the meatballs the first time.
See, I get to ban you in my chat if you come in here and say, "Rob, you're so dumb." So, goodbye. But
How
also,
did they get bigger?
you make a bunch of sauce. You guys never had something with the sauce?
Wait, are they meatballs with sauce on the inside?
Have you ever had Swedish meatballs
I
in your
don't
life?
understand.
Wait,
Have you ever
the
used
shape
the
of
fridge?
sauce, it fits in the shape of whatever container you put it in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why is the
No!
sauce?
It was in a.
What are you
fucking Ziploc-
talking about?
The ground beef was in a Ziploc bag. How is
Sorry,
this
there's.
crazy?
By the way, there's way too many laps on this. That's my bad.
Where,
How many
where-
laps is this?
7. Where are the meatballs now?
The meatballs was on the stove.
Is there no
Is
room
this-
to put them in a Ziploc bag and then throw them in the fridge?
Maybe, but like probably.
I
You didn't
feel
wanna
like
say
Rob
yes
might have
to that
found
one.
perpetual motion.
Or
I
like a
don't know.
Tupperware container or something.
You guys realize that when you cook, if you put a bunch of things together, there's more volume of stuff in the pan than
Yes.
previously,
No,
right?
then
You
you ate
realize
some of
that that is not how matter works.
Have you ever cooked a thing?
I
in your
cook all the time.
If you
No,
put if you make a soup, you're telling me that the vegetables are going to take up more room before you make the soup than the soup itself.
Yeah.
Then you guys have you don't know.
prob-
you don't
probably
know
that
what
would say
Well, I
that
mean,
is the
like,
case.
You're
yeah.
adding
Imagine-
3 gallons of
imagine
water.
You are get- you
for
are
a
adding
You're
soup.
water,
adding
I'll
a
give you that.
shitload of water. What
No,
the
no, let
fuck
me-
are you guys talking about?
me
You
talk
guys
you
are
through.
fucking ridiculous.
Let me. Okay.
Is this a soup?
Let me talk you through. So we got
It's
on our
basically-
kitchen
yeah, there's
table.
a bunch of sauce in the fucking
Hey,
thing.
hey!
He keeps getting higher. I
No,
love
fuck
it.
this because you guys are being stupid and ridiculous.
What
On
did
the
you
kitchen
talk?
table, there's
Just
a
take
side
a
of
photo
beef.
of your
insane.
fridge. That's
There's
all I
a
ask.
side of beef.
I'm
There's
taking
a
I'll take a
stack of
picture.
celery, a bag of onions, a bag of potatoes. Put that
Yeah.
shit together, it became smaller.
Yeah, and then you put a bunch of goddamn water in the pot because you're making a soup,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's bigger by volume.
A container of broth, which was also bigger.
If I'm being fair, I didn't realize you made Swedish meatballs in soup.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was
You
Swedish
put-
meatball soup.
Have you guys? You guys have used.
Stop going to gaslight by saying we've never cooked. We've obviously all cooked here except Austin.
No, clearly you have no idea what Swedish fucking meatballs are.
It's meatballs and sauce.
This guy eats Swedish meatballs once, and he's going, we have no idea. Corey talked to a Swedish person once.
He told me specifically it takes less room in your fridge.
Swedish goddamn meatballs.
I feel like you didn't listen when I said what I said, because I feel like that's a bulletproof.
I heard.
I just want to see a photo because I do understand what you're saying, but I think you're using anger to cover up some holes in the argument. Which is
like chat is all saying they're all like saying I'm a fucking idiot, and you guys have no fucking idea.
I don't think you're an idiot at all. I just think it's funny.
Well, that's what all of the fucking chat is saying. And I've banned several people in my chat.
Don't call Rob an idiot.
Come on in here, motherfuckers. I'm ready to ban like 100 people. Please, by all means. I'm ready, dude.
Rob's the nicest dude. Don't be mean to him.
I can't believe how difficult it is for this to understand. It's like some introductory shit.
I just want to see the photo.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
Did you replace the ground beef in the fridge with more meat?
Well, yeah. Actually, there's bacon there in that spot where it was before.
Do you have a tiny fridge?
Wait, why didn't you mention
that's
bacon
the thing
earlier?
is, I need to see the fridge because if it's
I said I'll send you.
Well, I did this to Kate once, and she was like, "There's not enough room in the fridge for anything." This is before I lived here, and I was like, "Yeah, you just never use the fridge right." And then she sent me a photo, and it was a mini fridge, like from a hotel, and I was like, "Okay, you got a great point."
I feel like you should have mentioned the bacon earlier.
Should not have.
The bacon's the wild card here.
I mean, here's the thing. I've been in that situation before where I've cooked like a big pot of something, and then there's not enough room in the fridge. Excuse me, could I talk, please?
Sorry.
There's not enough room in the fridge, but then you do fridge math. You go, okay, well, drink 2 glasses of orange juice right now, and we'll move a couple of things around and shove the pot in there.
Yeah, you just eat some raw bacon and you're good.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
Crack a few eggs.
Exactly what happened yesterday, and I didn't move shit around. So,
come
basically,
on,
to my original point, no, I shouldn't eat that unrefrigerated Swedish.
Correct.
Meatball.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. Okay.
I just don't understand.
24 hours.
Don't you understand, Austin?
No.
You not under fucking stand.
I don't get how we dip into politics for like 5 seconds and then we leave.
Yeah.
Then we talk about the fucking matter space alignment of meatballs and everyone loses their goddamn minds.
Because it's uncomfortable.
Don't do it.
I do not get how that was such a controversial goddamn topic.
Where did the bacon come from?
Here's why people are taking.
This is over.
Here's why people, myself included, are taking issue with it.
Yeah.
When you take things out of the fridge and then cook something with them, you might not have created as much space, but you've created some space in which to put the fully cooked food.
Correct. Yes.
Where did the bacon come from? I'm with actually. I immediately went to Nick's question next, which was, where did the bacon come from? Was the bacon in the unrefrigerated queue waiting to be put into the spot?
You take a pig, and after it's been slaughtered,
no, but like for real,
pork belly, the bacon came out of the freezer.
Oh, now we have a freezer. Okay, I like where this is going.
Okay.
What if
put the meatballs
bacon back in the freezer?
I mean,
wait, can you refreeze bacon?
You're not supposed to, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, you can with the texture.
Don't do that. I don't want you to ruin your bacon. Bacon's all right.
Yeah.
All right, just eat the meatballs. See if I care.
Can we revisit what happened with the items on the kitchen table?
What?
No, you can't freeze the meatballs, Chad. There's a sauce. I don't know if you've heard about the sauce component yet.
No, see, this is a point of ridicule right now, but you guys are being fucking ridiculous about that because when you make a fucking sauce, there's more volume. It's not complicated.
So you got the container of broth, you got the sack of potatoes, you got the thing of celery, right? You got the bag of onions.
Wait,
you
got
got
potatoes in your fridge?
No, well, you don't keep them in the fridge. That's actually a good point. You're adding volume in that case.
I wouldn't keep the stock in the fridge either unless it had been previously opened.
But definitely the beef's in there. Definitely the beef's in there. Okay, maybe that's where my argument went wrong.
Where's the beef? Yeah, there you go.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, all right, I'm starting to see Rob's
Hear
side
me
of
out
the
here.
argument.
Yeah.
Eat the lasagna for dinner. put the meatballs in the fridge.
Well, I think the meatballs are already gone at this point. Like, I
What else
don't
is in?
You could probably heat them up again.
Here's the thing: once you put it back in the fridge, as long as you don't think critically about it, they can't hurt you.
Yeah.
What's in the fridge right now aside from what we know about? Is there anything you should mention?
It's probably hot
there's
enough
a
in
lot
your
of shit.
apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, name something.
Keep it warm.
There's a big tub of lasagna, a big tub of baby
Yeah.
spinach, a bunch of butter.
The lasagna container, is that
I'm just
lasagna
waiting
container-
for like, oh yeah, 12 cartons of orange juice, and then I'll be like, I get it.
Is the lasagna container changing shape to match the missing lasagna? Are you moving it to new containers? Because you may have opened up a spot for the baby spinach inside the lasagna container. You follow?
Well, I probably don't want to put uncooked baby spinach in the lasagna.
Oh, it's
container with
uncooked.
the
I
empty
thought you
space,
made like a cream spinach dish.
No, not at all.
Cream spinach.
Let me run
That does
another one
sound
by
delicious,
you.
though.
Do
Yeah.
you own Tupperware or Rubbermaid containers?
Yes, I do. Yeah, that's what the lasagna is in currently.
So you have one.
Yeah. Well, no, I've got a couple, but many of them were being used for leftover shepherd's pie, as I originally mentioned.
I have another question for you
couple
then.
Some Chinese
Did you
food in there as
know
well.
after you put leftovers in the fridge,
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah,
you
no,
could
keep going.
eat them later, and you don't have to cook for that night.
So I'll ask another.
I'm
Robert,
just,
you're
I'm
gonna
just
get
asking a
No,
question
Robert,
as
no,
to.
I'll ask another cursory question.
Rob, you're gonna get kicked. Hit the ready button.
You got it ready. You got it ready. You got it ready. You got it ready.
Have you ever had a fucking
Alpaca
lasagna
Patrol
in
has
your
quit.
life? Yeah, whatever. Have you ever had a fucking lasagna in your life? Have you ever eaten an entire dish of fucking lasagna in your life?
I mean, the answer to both questions is actually no. So
I have a lasagna in my
You've
life.
never had
at this
lasagna?
moment.
I've had a bite of lasagna. I've never had like.
Lasagna sucks.
Oh,
You should get some lasagna.
What?
It's the opposite of Garfield and also what the fuck Austin.
It's not great. It's a low tier pasta dish.
Where do
You're
you get this shit?
Low tier.
You're absolutely.
Nobody likes beer. Bitter food's all bad. Nobody likes lasagna. What are you doing?
You're welcome, Rob.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Yeah, I've had enough.
All right,
of this
back to
bullshit.
Rob.
I just thought it is like an innocent question. It's like, why?
Is it an innocent question?
Well, I think
Is it-
I think you're taking it hard, and I can understand why.
are you fucking kidding me? This is the guy.
I'm talking in a very
baseball
calm tone of
segment.
voice. I'm
Earlier
de-escalating
in
this.
the baseball segment was like, sometimes chat says I'm wrong, but they don't give you a reason why you're wrong.
I'm
really-
de-escalating
Austin,
the
what are you
situation. I'm bringing the emotion out of it so cooler heads can
Oh,
prevail.
God damn it. Just decided to fuck it, huh?
Sorry.
Brian, remember when you called your wife a wooden shack?
I did call my wife. I didn't call her a wooden shack.
Oh, that's
I
a rock.
I compared her to.
Why'd
a
you
wooden
do
shack.
that?
In a
Oh,
sense,
okay, that one was you.
That was
because
me.
it fit the metaphor at the moment.
Oh my God.
Now that I've answered a question in a calm and adult fashion, I would like to pose my question.
Yeah, by all means, go for it.
And this is without judgment.
Yeah.
But
I'm
why
waiting
and
for the punchline.
why cook Swedish meatballs if you got lasagnas left over?
Because if you consume the same food a couple of days in a row, you get kind of bored of it, don't you?
I mean, I disagree, but I think that's a valid reason.
There's another reason, which is, as I said initially, the ground beef would have gone bad if I didn't cook it. So I had to cook it.
So it's really just it's like a
Necessity.
planning issue further upstream.
To a degree, I suppose.
It's food logistics.
It's the frosting time.
It didn't defrost in time when we were making the shepherd's pie, so we had it left over ground
It's
beef.
bad that the beef was so rude to defrost so slowly.
See, this is exactly. I'm ducking in a cob toad. Yeah, sure. Piece of fucking garbage.
What?
Wow.
I was just. Alright, I was being kind of a jerk, but I'll give you that.
Oh boy, I really wish I could ban people in your chat because they're a bunch of fucking cunts in there.
It's not a big
Wow.
issue. It's
No, they're like cunts. That's the word. That's the perfect word for
It's
it. Actually. No, I can't.
we have a okay. So here's like pulling the veil back on the NLSS, and this is why after the show I go and I sit in the like sensory deprivation chamber for like 15 minutes. Is because if we're gonna toe the line on the show, we gotta be okay with the occasional toe over the line, and not be like we gotta blow the whole thing up.
Oh no, I know. I've been smiling this entire time.
You know, we
really?
Yeah, no, I've been yelling with a smile.
We
I'm
gotta
sweating over here.
reestablish the bounds of like, you know, we believe that there's good intentions, so like everything is okay. Otherwise, we're gonna end up only saying Napoleon Dynamite quotes on the show, and
That's a fair point.
is gonna slowly erode the fan base that we've made. Hey, Chops! Over the past many years.
I was gonna ask for a picture of the fridge again.
I still do want to see the picture, but I can wait until. I'm being serious. I can wait until.
I'll get you that.
and that's fine.
I mean,
There's so much aggression
you
in
can
every sentence.
guarantee there's gonna be a fucking picture.
I hope Jess is in the fridge in the picture.
You don't have to show
I
it
just
to
want Rock
anybody.
to go out and buy like a Canon HD like wide angle just to make sure there's no
Yeah, I'll show goddamn everything.
there's no question.
This originally came from, like, this is 30 minutes of ridicule for a person, keep in mind, a person saying there wasn't enough room in the fridge. A completely innocuous statement that is completely normal
Well,
to
I would say
encounter
followed by
in a
a series
regular
of
everyday
innocuous
life.
questions as well.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah.
I'm being real. I thought that hurts.
That sound, the combination of two sounds is so good.
Finish. Wait, did I cross it? I don't even know anymore, dude. I had 2 HP that whole race.
There's just logistical questions about what's in the fridge, what was removed from the fridge to make space for the.
I've got a
Somebody
great
in my
idea.
chat said they could make an indie game about doing Tetris in the fridge to try and rearrange
Oh,
food. I thought
that's a
that was
good
kind of a
idea.
good idea, actually. I want to talk more about my food concierge service because I think it's actually a pretty cool idea. So
Okay.
you get the dude that shows up when you hit the button on your phone, just like when they deliver it, but he comes and he takes your food away, whatever you want not to be in your place. Then they bring it back to the office or wherever they've got their storage, like a whole bunch of like big old storage freezer lockers like they got at the restaurants. And then what they do is they give you like a digital readout of what you've got contents wise, and you can sort it like inventory in Resident Evil or something. So you can always see what leftovers you got. Then when you want it, you drag it to the delivery side of your phone, and then they come and bring it back to you. So you don't need to have a fridge anymore.
What?
Yeah, I missed a lot of that.
What if you
I
want?
missed most of that.
What if you want to keep your perishable food cold?
They do that for you at the place.
Yeah, but how do they do it for you when it's in your home?
So you deliver, it gets delivered to you. They pick it up and then they bring it back.
Are you
So-
describing fridge storage?
Yeah, it's
So
it's offloaded fridge storage that is outsourced to other people.
So it delivers you raw ingredients every single day.
No, it's your food. What? I'll step you through this again. You got leftovers because you made lasagna, like Rob.
Wait, you know what?
Okay?
I understand the premise completely. I want to step in with my own question. 6 a.m. I want a glass of milk.
Hit the button.
Somebody comes to me in a truck that takes gasoline in it.
Yeah, they
And
deliver the milk
burns
to your
it
door.
into the atmosphere to bring me a glass of milk.
This is
at
the
6 in
worst
morning.
idea I've ever heard.
No, it's a fridge rental service, but it's also got a digital inventory management space on your phone.
And I
So
gotta
you can
wait
see
like
all of your
30
inventory.
minutes to get the glass of.
Well, it depends
This
how
might be
close
the
you are
most
to the delivery
complicated
station.
solution to a simple problem I've ever
It's
heard.
cloud storage for fridges.
Worse than Google Maps.
I had kind of a weird feeling the other day where I ordered pizza, and when I opened up the box, I thought to myself as I was looking at the pizza, I might be lactose intolerant.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
It's like I've never really ever had that feeling before, but then my brain just snapped to that. Like, what? Why? What? Why do you
Are
think
you at
that,
all?
brain? No, I don't think so. But I do have I burp a lot after I eat. I guess that's
I
maybe
think that's an
pretty
age
much-
thing. I think.
Eat
Honestly.
too fast.
I've been
think it's
getting
like
way
dying.
burpier as I get older. Just grosser in general.
yeah, that's the way to go.
Hairier, stinkier, burpier.
Mhm.
Dude, after that one game night when you guys came over,
Oh, we ate so much cheese, man.
Brian, I had like a plate of cheese left, and I'm like, Alice doesn't like cheese,
Did you guys just eat cheese at a
so I
buffet?
ate I ate all of the cheese,
Dude.
and then the
Are
next
you
day,
guys Charlie Kelly?
I
you guys
felt
are talking about
so
this is
bad.
like two frat bros talking about a night out drinking hardcore. You guys, oh, we had so much cheese, bro. It was crazy.
Did you huff spray paint all night and then eat some cat food to get to sleep?
Well, like we don't.
What?
We have to impress the other party, so we're just making increasingly elaborate charcuterie platters. We don't just bring like potato chips anymore. So it just. And then we finish, like when Kim and I go to the grocery store to prepare, we're like, how many salamis do we need? I don't know, like 4? And then you cut up half of one and people are like, I'm full.
4 salamis.
It's a lot
That's
of
a lot of
salamis, dude.
salamis.
Were they like
That's a lot of
spicy, like
Oh, like
variations?
some white wine salami, some black pepper salami. You get the idea.
Ooh, the black pepper sounds alright.
Why do we get so mad about food on this show?
All right, we were just talking so much.
Really
that
mad about
my
food.
answers are
Yeah,
crap.
like I caught the last little bit of that. I didn't know what was going on, but you
Yeah,
got
Bear, have you ever had not enough room in your fridge?
That's
Oh, yeah, all
not
the time.
a fair
This is
representation of
Don't you
Weird.
start.
How weird is
We
that?
just got off
What
it.
happens?
God damn it.
It seems like it happens to people.
Rob,
That's
I
strange.
came up with the refrigerator idea for you. I care about you.
I thought it was great.
What
I
a unicorn's
enjoyed
butt
it.
smells like. Kot Bular or your mum?
I don't. What is the first one?
Kot Bular is
Quiplash.
Swedish for Swedish meatballs.
Is it really?
One quick. It took one. It took only one.
Picking that one.
See, you thought it was over, but it's not. Ryan never lets anything go.
What
So
are you
it's-
talking about? I'm responding to every accusation in a de-escalating tone of voice. I believe
That's all you need.
I believe that
Make
I'm being
everything fine.
unfairly maligned and I'm not resorting to mudslinging.
So apparently, unicorn's butt smells like way too much perfume.
The worst thing you could stick in a toaster. Fresh fart or leftovers.
Jesus.
That one, let it be known that one is not me.
See, no, that you see, as you can tell, it's not going
That
away,
one is
so
not me.
so
You ever had that situation where you're in a fight with someone and then something hilarious happens? You have to decide, is this where the fight ends, or are we both gonna mutually pretend this hilarious thing didn't happen?
the war continues. It never ends.
Oh my god. Oh, it dominated so much.
Only one who didn't
And
vote
it had
for it was
69.
Ryan.
Of course I voted for it. It was the best answer. The next best thing to chew when you're out of gum. My butt
no.
or your
Oh, no.
tongue.
Aw, alright.
What's the difference?
Now, I wanted to write something else, but I decided that one was enough.
Look, we can make the entire Quiplash segment.
No,
just
it's.
with
I
meatballs.
think
It's fine.
it's drifting away now.
Dude, the thing is, like, that hit full stop off the second instance. Like,
Yeah.
it used all its juice, and now it's extracted.
Oh, so there's more room now.
The juice
No,
is now.
No, no, what I'm
No,
saying
no,
is
No, it's not like that.
Listen, it's like Hitman. End of the mission, extraction. Gone. It's gone.
The worst menu
The worst
There's
menu
gotta be
item.
room in the speedboat.
Why are they all food-related prompts? This is
The worst menu item that starts with all you can eat. Cheese or butts. I like the high quality swerves. Name a country and a food put together.
I voted for all the butts.
I don't know. We were just talking about all you can eat cheese, and to me, that
Yeah.
actually it sounds great, but I know the
No, that sounds
aftermath.
awful.
It
It
sounds
sounds
like
like
you
you're
just
just
gonna hosting those game nights because no 6 people on Earth could demolish the entire cheese selection that we had. We always had like 3 blocks of cheese left over, and I was like, that's one a day for 3 days.
And no bathrooms available for the next 2 days.
Yeah, we
Dude,
do
but
live in
Ryan-
a 1 bathroom, so.
Alice doesn't eat cheese,
I know neither does Kate really.
so I had to eat like 3 pounds of cheese before it went bad.
The name of the music playlist that will definitely put an end to the party. Clap your hands if you eat fish with a fork, or Scott Stapp's the party. Dude, Bear, congratulations on your Scott Stapp answer, which is extremely good.
Thank you.
Roasted.
Because the idea is that if Scott Stapp tried to keep the party going, he would end it accidentally.
Also,
It's a
it's a
very
play
good
on
joke.
words. Scott
Staps
Staps the party, dude. How about
It's short for Stap is. I get it.
I get it.
That's a
What
clap.
if he came down with a Scott Stapp infection?
Excuse me.
There'd be no party.
Oh.
It lost.
Wow, you know what's fucked up? First off, it lost. Secondly, I looked and was like, why doesn't it say I voted for Bear? You know why? My answer was the other answer. That's how good Scott Stapp the party was. Don't do it. Little known fact, over the course of a lifetime, an average person eats 10 times or eats 10 Swedish meatballs.
That's a small amount of Swedish
That's a very
meatballs, to be
small
honest,
amount.
Yeah.
That's
No,
like
to
1/3.
accidentally eat them 10
Oh,
times?
that's true. I probably
good
accidentally
point.
eaten
Accidentally
0.
10 is a lot.
That's
Now that I
true,
think
yeah.
about it.
That's way more than it should be.
I probably accidentally eat like 10 times a day. Where I'm just like in the fridge to get a glass of water and I'm like, oh, maybe some nuts.
You should try my app.
Why are your nuts in the fridge?
They're
Man,
next
that
to
is-
the fridge.
That is
If
going
you-
to be a great sound clip, is all I'm going to say.
If you had my
maybe some
storage
nuts.
app, then you wouldn't be eating 10 times a day because you wouldn't have access to food 10
Yeah,
times
but
a
then
day.
I would be eating 10 less times a day.
You'd probably just be ordering from like a
I'd,
restaurant.
order-
Yeah.
I'd lose my house in DoorDash.
Where are you going to put it? You don't have a refrigerator anymore, so you got rid of it. You got off-site storage.
A funny thing to write down on a form when it asks for your sex. Monka S or Bucket?
Does anyone know how Monka S started? Like,
There was
what's
a
the
streamer
origin
named
story?
Monka, and then he had an emote that was him. It was the Pepe Frog going S. And that's
Nice.
it right there.
Damn,
It's
I
like
wanted
how if you
something
look
more
at
epic.
the top of his head where the eye sockets are, it kind of makes like an S. Monka
Oh, I
S.
thought it was more like suspicious.
You know what pisses me off? You use it on Twitter,
Yeah.
nobody bats an eye. Or sorry, use it on Twitch, nobody bats an eye. Use it on Twitter, about 30 people in your mentions going, "This is gross, dude. I didn't know you were a white nationalist."
Oh, yeah.
A white nationalist.
White nationalist.
Why I'm a little baby.
I use the frog on Twitter. I'm sorry, okay? Something you shouldn't buy at a yard sale: a Demal refrigerator or World War II vintage hand grenades.
I have voted for that.
A D-mall refrigerator.
What is this, our D-Mall brand we have?
Yeah. D-mall. Or
I
D-mall.
do
I think
wanna
that just
say-
mistyping something is always better than the actual joke.
Correct.
That one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I voted
It
for it.
won! God damn it.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna win.
Hey, dude, I lost with whatever the fuck mine was. I
Yeah,
don't
Scott
even care
Stapp, that
anymore.
was a better answer than mine was for sure. So I do want to point out that I know the frog has connotations, but I also wanted to point out,
It's a fucking.
I
The
know,
frog
but
was
I
around
know,
before it.
but it's like some people believe that it does, so I was like,
Yeah,
but in my head, I was like, I recorded some videos today and I'm not sick anymore, and that feels good, man. So it would have been dishonest to not use the GIF that summarized my feelings. Both on how I was feeling and also, of course, race relations.
Well,
You know, the great-
Hitler once drove a car, so we should.
The great.
I see you're criticizing capitalism and yet simultaneously engaging in it. Quite interesting.
Volkswagen made motorcycles for the Nazi army.
We
So it doesn't
should
even make sense.
Don't drive
should-
Volkswagen.
we should combine Minnesota and Wisconsin and call them Swedish meatballs or soda winnin'.
What?
It, you know, I'm trying so hard to make Swedish
Thank
meatballs
God.
work because there's a huge Swedish Swedish diaspora in Minnesota, but I just can't get there. It was Rob too.
It was
Yeah.
it was me, yes, indeed.
It won.
God damn it. I was so close.
The worst advice a doctor could give. Take this old shack home so she can rest. Haha, eat more Swedish meatballs. We should remove your legs and give you wings. You should see a doctor. Clean out your fridge, man, or 24-hour stove balls are totally fine.
There's
like-
a lot to take in.
5 different references, more or less.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Because it's Dr. Flopper. Get it?
Ah, nice.
He's a doctor.
Nice.
I really like when the outside edges of a Swedish meatball get kind of crispy.
Oh, dude, me too.
Yeah. That's
So
why you
good.
gotta
Absolutely.
brown them first. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's what Swedish meatballs are just. And this was all lost, which is the true collateral
Yeah.
damage and the sad part of the discussion. Swedish meatballs are better than all other meatballs because gravy is better than red sauce.
Well,
I don't even like. I agree, actually.
You don't like gravy?
I don't like gravy. I'm not a big
Completely
gravy guy.
disagree, but I also like Swedish meatballs.
You are
Yes,
Italian, so you're allowed, but everybody else is dead to me.
Fair enough.
But I agreed with you.
You're not dead to me. You're cool.
Okay.
When I worked at the radio station for an event, I was forced to eat a bunch of baby food and then pancakes covered in gravy. So it permanently
That
turned
makes-
me off to the
You
condiment.
know what? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can I ask how much you got paid per hour at the radio station? That
Oh,
they
dude,
felt
enough.
they could
Straight up.
they could ask you
Enough.
to eat baby food on the job.
I was in college. What the hell else was I gonna do?
I probably would have done it for free too.
I do like Bear's answer that a doctor would refer you to a doctor.
Well, they do that.
They literally do that all the time.
They don't just say
Send you
that.
to specialists.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, it
It's
was
like,
me.
You should really see a doctor. Well,
Yeah, 5 of the answers were Swedish meatball references.
That's
It's not like there was one person.
So bullshit. It's so bullshit.
Sorry,
Oh,
Austin.
he threw his
I
wife
don't
on
even
the
know how
bus
that got
for the win.
last. It wasn't even a bad answer.
You're up against some really great.
By like 3 different Swedish meatball answers. Bullshit.
Oh boy. No
That's
one
how
did
you
it.
know people have been around since segment 1 too.
Sorry.
Nope.
The
Nice.
worst things to juggle.
Yeah.
Swedish fucking meatballs or shit and Swedish meatballs.
I like how you had to type extra shit so you didn't get it.
Shit, sweet.
Oh, man. I didn't get my answer for the last one.
I thought we were selling meatballs right now.
Well, when both,
you get the fucking worst things to juggle, what do you do?
It's just a
Other
good
option.
answer for the.
I got like 2 prompts then. Fucking bullshit.
Ah, yeah. Fuck you, Rob.
Yeah, chat sold and then we bought off.
Fair
The rest
enough.
of the stock. Now we're gonna short sell it at its peak.
Got a quip on it.
A theme for a desk counter that wouldn't sell very well. Fridges with no physical space for meatballs or NLSS after dark. Okay, you know.
See, that's a stretch. You're stretching for that. It's too far now. It's mid-segment. Mid-segment. It's not gonna work.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I swear to God.
What if that laugh
It's-
button is the only
it's
thing
been
left keeping
Oh.
the show going?
Ah, goddamn it. All right.
It
I mean, I'm
happens.
still here.
It's turned around.
If the button dies, the show dies.
I think, you know, I put a lot of work into this.
The worst flavor for a
Basically every day for like the last 6 years, so. If the button dies, I'll still be here.
God damn it.
But you won't have the button.
The worst flavor for a snow cone. Just come on or leftover lasagna.
It just wants it.
I wouldn't want a snow cone that just come on.
So like I said, you gotta.
It's not that it's giving us a bunch of food prompts. It's giving us a bunch of food prompts where Swedish meatballs are a good answer.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Literally, my 2 prompts were this one and what worst thing to juggle. Just find out. So, I had no choice.
I like the subversion of the leftover.
Yeah, dude. That was me looking at my racing line.
Next up,
Everything
tastes
tastes better with.
Yeah.
Come on!
Cum
Exactly,
drizzled
right?
all over it, nummy nummy cummies, or no
Oh,
answer.
good. That
Mine was gonna be bucket cum. So
All right, yeah. What do his emotes start with? Math?
I think it's just Mathis.
Math.
Mathis, yeah.
Is just Mathis underscore?
Yeah, it is.
oh my god, that
No,
one.
it's not
that-
Why do you keep adding underscores?
Yeah, why is
There's
that
no
an
underscore.
I don't think I've ever seen an underscore in an emote in my life.
By underscore, I mean a capital letter. Oh, I'm not subscribed. That explains why I don't have the emotes.
That's all. Round one. Here's the scoreboard.
Fucking rip, dude.
My mistake.
Somebody give him a sub.
I was like, autocomplete doesn't work.
Oh my god. On to
He did
round
shoot you in the
one.
back of the head and culling too.
Oh, man.
Can you actually do that in that game?
I should
Well, the
refund
one-
the
the
color
one game
too
we
and then
got it.
subscribe to Mathis with the proceeds.
Can
You
get
can
this
subscribe at tier 2 with that
I
much
could, or tier 1 for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
is
It's not good
Garlic bread
anyway.
does
So it's
not
fine.
microwave well.
The worst way to spell Mississippi. Sissy Missy
okay.
P.
Voting
Or
time. Pick
Mississippi separated by underscores.
Is that fair?
Oh,
That's really good.
That's great though.
Missy.
That's really good. I like them both.
Applause to whoever did Sissy Missy.
Oh, Sissy
Thank
Missy
you.
is great too. Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
good. Oh.
Gracias.
How did that lose?
The
It
Thunderbird
It
gets
lost.
the worm.
Wow, chat.
Nick, yours was
That
good,
was
but
the funniest answer.
Sissy Missy.
That's
I
Herbie
see how
fully
it
loaded
is,
all
yeah.
over again.
Make
I
up
get
a
it.
word for the watery substances that come out of a ketchup bottle when you first squeeze it. Raunch or the drizz?
Oh, the drizz.
This is the name
I was
of
just-
a fucking. No, you do it. You go
Dude,
ahead.
that's
And do it.
you just whoever did this just invented what it's gonna be called from now on.
It's the drizz, yeah.
No, it's Raunch.
No, it's the drizz. It's the
I'm
drizz
on
from
Team
now on.
Drizz.
You guys
Yeah.
are. This
I'm
is
on
why
Team Raunch.
I won
Hashtag
by 10
Drizz.
points.
Well, whichever one wins is official, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the drizz.
Dude, I'm super Team Drizz.
Raunch me, baby!
This is actually the name of like an '80s hip hop duo.
Dude, it's so the Drizz.
That's it.
The
Okay,
Drizz.
guys. Twitch
God,
chat's
The
on your
fucking
side.
drizz.
You know you're in the right when it comes to humor because you got Twitch chat on your side. I'm just telling you, if I'm hanging out with my parents and they put a little ketchup but it squirts out the red tomato juice first, I'm gonna be like, you know what they call that? Raunch dressing. And they're gonna be like,
You'll be spreading the lies.
You should
you know what they
tell
call
them
that, Dad?
Drizz.
The drizz.
You drizzed on my burger!
No offense, Kory.
time.
Dad, stop drizzing at the table.
The drizz. 92.5.
I know. No, that's serious. Like
Raunch and the
Drizz.
drizz.
Fucking Saturday morning radio duo.
It
For real.
It is.
You can't say that, Drizz.
I'm the
2018, you can't say that, Drizz.
And I'm the Drizz!
And I'm Raunch.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
So this bitch cut me off in traffic the other day. What do you call a baby Sasquatch?
I was trying to set up the radio bit so after you go to the cut from Raunch and the Drizz, then we do an ad for the barbecue brisket.
Oh, yeah, right now.
Double barrel bacon.
I don't want those guys to taint that bit, because in my head they're going like, "This burger will make you cum." Like, no, it's not. It's a family restaurant.
It's actually just the David Cross band.
It is. Yeah.
15 years old.
Night, feeling all sexual kind of thrills here on the Raunch and the Drizz show.
An odd painting to hang above your bed. Jesus and Hitler skateboarding, or Bush making the Kappa face.
It's just an old man.
Hey, this is James Woods, and you're listening to Raunch and the Drizz.
Oh my
Hey, it's me, Stacey Dash. You're listening to Raunch and the Drizz. Hey, everybody, this is John Shatner, former CEO of Papa John's, and you're listening to Raunch and the Drizz.
Can I just mention that I completely called the meme arc of this Quiplash segment?
Did you eat a burger?
Hi, everybody! Dead celebrity Billy Mays here, and you're listening to Raunch and the Drizz.
Nice. Gotta do
Sorry, I
it.
had to scream that
Yeah, no,
Rock
it's
Lee
fair.
smile. I called you Rock Lee Smile, and I'm just gonna roll with that. Just straight up roll with it.
Can we get an Alex Jones intro?
Cobalt calls me Rock Lee a lot for some reason.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm still alpaca to him.
I've never told you this, but sometimes when I try to go to your subreddit, I go to r/RockLee instead. And because I did it once, it's on autocomplete, and it's all anime music videos that have the N-word in the title. I swear to you!
Oh my god!
You can check it.
What?
I do that for r/Northernlion. For some reason, I went to
Not the
r/no on accident, and every time I type r/n, it just goes, oh, r/no. That's where you're going, and all it is it's just the word no.
Oh,
Oh man.
But like, in all seriousness, can't you see the love tonight? But can't you also see a Mormon sponsored?
What your love's been doing to me?
A Mormon sponsored Book of Mormon like clapback called the Book of Atheism.
I would be into
Dude.
that. Yeah.
After I tweeted that Mormon tweet yesterday about the missionaries,
Yeah.
2 people tweeted me screenshots of Mormon ads running on my YouTube videos.
Whoa!
That's hilarious.
They're watching me, man.
Susan.
They got, dude. Check out your window. There might be a car out there.
No, well, they wouldn't be a car. They'd be on bikes.
Yeah.
They can't drive?
It's healthier to be on bikes.
I didn't know
Wait,
that
Raunch and the Driz got so many votes.
Mormons
in
are
last
healthy.
place.
Like, I'm learning so much. I didn't think they were unhealthy. I just didn't know bicycles were part of the culture.
Yeah, dude. Didn't you like this? You saw the part of the tweet. They weren't allowed to drink the iced tea. That's a whole thing. Is like you can't drink iced tea or coffee or obviously like beer or
Yeah, but I mean,
cigarettes
like,
or anything.
but
I'll get
iced
you all
tea,
hopped
though?
up on the caffeine.
Yeah, oh, you don't want.
Let me guess though. You don't even need. I'll finish the punchline. You don't even have to answer.
Yeah.
You can drink milk, can't you?
Oh yeah.
Of course you can drink milk.
Can you drink almond milk?
Tea? That's a little hoity-toity. I don't want to get above my station. The nectar of a cow's udder? Yeah.
Are you allowed to come?
Actually, okay. Check this shit out.
Okay,
Oh, I'm
I'm in.
ready, dude.
Masturbation? No,
Of course
no,
not.
no,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
no,
do that,
that's
man.
understandable.
But
An idiot.
here's the thing Mormons love to do. I think we've even talked about this on the show before. They've invented this lovely little loophole, convenient word for it too, called
Anal.
soaking. No, not anal. Soaking? Soaking, where it's not really sex, but all we're doing is just putting the P and the V and just letting it sit there.
That's
and you
a
know
real
it's-
thing?
That's a real thing.
I've
It's
heard of
called
that before.
soaking.
Can I ask you, Bear?
What?
Like, it's a personal question, obviously, and you know where it's going.
Have you ever?
Yeah.
Have you ever soaked before?
No. What we did was just got
Loser.
way too horny and just had sex, and we're like, "Whoops, we're going to hell."
Yeah.
There you go.
Did it start
God
with soaking?
No, it started with dry humping.
Nice. Yeah.
That's really.
You want to know more about it?
Would you like to know more? You know what's real weird about that term? Is that it implies that the lady is so wet
Yeah,
that your penis just gets drenched.
shriveled up.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't get drenched.
That's
It
how you know
gets
you're done.
Soaked.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
What
I
if
know-
you went to sit down on the toilet and you missed and accidentally sat on the plunger and then you jizzed? Would that be
One in a
illegal?
million shot dog.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's happened to all of us, guys.
You
That's a
would
lot of
definitely
questions.
have to go talk to your bishop about it because that's like
Okay.
you're getting on to
You
dangerous.
guys
territory.
have bishops?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, do they only move diagonally?
That's a joke.
Now
Nice
that's a joke I can get behind.
MVP joke of today. MVP.
So funny because it was so bad.
No!
It was, it was well timed and adequately uttered. That's all it
Beautiful
needed.
stream of lols. You know.
That was
Fantastic.
literally like a badonch.
Something
It's so
you should
good.
never try to heat in the microwave. Old tortilla chips and nacho cheese or your drizz.
We're officially off meatballs. We've done it.
Yeah, no, meatballs are gone.
The name of a cocktail for Hillies.
Really?
Just let that one go.
The Hillies have eyes.
The name of a cocktail for hillbillies. A Huntington Beach iced tea or Sissy Missy Pea.
Say that on TV.
I don't like Sissy Missy Pea. It feels gross to me to say.
You guys gonna go hang out with some hillies and get... Yeah.
I got that shitty missing.
SMG coated chicken fried steak.
Fuck. A bad
What?
a bad thing to yell during church. Anyone want a sulk or I'm soaking?
I'm soaking. I'm soaking.
This is German. I'm soaking.
I'm soaking.
We have the worst German.
Sulk is like somewhere in between
Oh, I'm
soaking
soaking,
and
please.
being real sad.
My German was better when I didn't know it was a German.
Please, monsieur, search me.
The misspelling wins.
It always does.
Always wins.
I did that
They'll never
intentionally
die.
to artificially
Oh,
manipulate it.
Oh, no.
God damn it, Nick.
Something that
That's
the
I
Keebler
like that.
elves chant during a strike. Lock her up, or cookies are the unpaid wages of the elf class.
They're, of course, talking about the evil elf queen who imprisons them nightly and forces them to work slave labor for
Dude,
cookie
lock her
production.
up. How many years is it gonna take until we can use that as a joke every day and no one will ever take a fit? I want to be like in 2024, just be like, lock her up every day.
By 2.
Well, we all voted for lock her up.
And next,
Yeah, but our votes don't
bad
count.
substitution.
Our votes should count for 2.
Your votes don't count. Lock her up.
Time.
Yeah, it still works. You're right.
Are these,
Weekend at
both political
or lock her up,
references?
Bernie. As I'm colloquially gonna call him from now until one of
Lock
us
her up,
dies.
Bernie.
Lock
What
her
if
up,
Bernie
Bernie.
Bernie was always saying lock her up.
Bernie, I remember there were 2 things you could guarantee happening at a Bernie rally: a lock her up chant, and then a nice little innocent bird landing on his podium, and then him having a genteel
Bernie
conversation
won.
with
Yo,
him.
that did not deserve to win. That was a
Modern day retelling
told
of
you, mine
Weekend at
didn't
Bernie's,
Says
though.
that a secret area-
Bernie dies at the
Yeah, that's-
podium, and people are trying to keep him alive so he wins the presidential race.
it's actually a really good idea.
I mean, it would
That
be
one-
amazing if that turned out.
I would take the little motor scooters and I would attach a wagon with a skateboard on the back, and then I'd put a marble in a bowl, and then I'd see if I could race around the mall without dropping the marble.
See, that's funny, but what I think you would actually do is call the cops on yourself.
Yo, can homie soak?
You really like that one, huh, Bear?
What? That's the most ridiculous thing.
Why do you say that?
I just think you'd be like, I'm in trouble right now.
What Waldo from Where's Waldo says to himself in the mirror.
It did sound like you were implying that Nick would call the police and be like, I'm doing illegal things.
Yes,
Put me away.
that's I know what I
That's
said.
why it's so funny.
Oh, there's such a better answer to this. I'm an idiot.
What Waldo
well-
from Where's Waldo says to himself in the mirror: I'm here, or don't worry, I know where you are.
No, the correct answer to this prompt is nobody ever asks how's Waldo.
Oh,
the better answer!
Damn
so
it,
much
dude.
Why did I think of it afterward, man?
That's how it always
Austin.
happens.
Come on.
You always think of the best quips in the shower after the game. Because we all shower after Quiplash, right?
No, dude, in
course,
my
yeah.
head, every time I get in the shower, I go, why did I say the black house that one time? So stupid!
Yeah, that's around two.
Why do I keep bringing it up?
Fridges have a set volume. It's not that hard to understand. You should have let them off earlier.
I
Oh,
get
that will be
erection
my
in the
shower for next week. Yeah.
Am I soaking?
This is round 3.
I love my favorite part of the Seinfeld theme song is when they used to do like every outro was Jerry Seinfeld telling a joke. You knew some shit was gonna go down because it starts with him going, oh, swah, swah, oh, swah, 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 and then the bass goes, boing, and it holds it for a minute, and you're like, oh, he's about to get to the.
You just recreated Seinfeld in The Sims.
Yeah, I was gonna.
They left you hanging on that first twang, dude.
Final scores.
Don't say twang. Oh, I can.
Twang in the jizz!
You just said
No,
jizz.
you got rid of Ron.
I did say jizz by
Oh,
accident.
he got rid of the Drizz. That's what
You
it was.
all right? Am I all right?
I was like, well, what happened? You said jizz. So I was like, oh, so it's just a different vowel, right? So I was like, yeah, the jazz. No, that's not what it was.
Jazz used to be called Jizz, actually,
That's
in
well,
the Star Wars
in the
universe.
Star Wars universe, yeah.
Also, Rack Attack. Just
Dude,
saying.
I went down.
By the way.
This is like after show content, but I went down the rabbit hole because Justin linked
Yeah.
me or brought up that the thing was called Jizz. Of course, I searched Star Wars jizz, and I got a lot of things that were irrelevant. But then I found what I was looking for, and it was like the Oscar Wilde's Jizz-tastic Jizz Band was Star Wars Jabba the Hutt Cantina, founded by blah. And then I clicked on that dude, and then that dude was in like Star Wars: The Clone Wars or something like that, and he was played by a man by the name of Deep Roy, who also played all the Oompa Loompas. Wait, yeah, keep that going. Who also played all the Oompa Loompas in the 2005 Tim Burton film, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Deep Roy has a long history in the film career and industry. He was also in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, where when Warwick Davis was ill, he played a stand-in Ewok. Routinely, he serves as a small, diminutive character with a large attitude, such as the Mexican warlord in the 3rd season of Eastbound and Down. Coming up next on S-Town, the story of Jim Davis's butthole. Stick around, won't you?